Hey, everybody who is annoyed that their computer is not being nice to them.
We spent a long time trying to figure out why Mike's computer is
Stanley, I'm
dying.
sorry,
Alright,
but I have to
wait.
put a pause
Wait.
on things. It's just
What the hell?
it's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't
Yeah,
it
they're
just
all
the most
ours.
intrinsically
Yeah.
fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you
Yes,
to the
but,
brim with
this is
inner
annoying.
richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't
Mm-hmm,
you please
mm-hmm.
indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I
Uh-oh.
would love nothing more than to
Again?
relive it
Uh-oh.
just
Fine.
one more time.
Fine. Man, what happened to him?
We're back to the memory zone.
This game really likes you being able to replay content. I'm
Yep.
sort of scared that it won't remember that we collected all the figures.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, you're not worried about that?
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the
It
screen,
literally
but
said
how could
6,
we
yeah.
know for certain?
I don't.
So
All I'm
innocent.
saying is
You'll
we
never be
pretty
like
much
that
knew,
again, Stanley.
right, Jim?
Right. Right.
You don't have to collect it. You don't have to do it again. You just go to the 7 out of 6. Fair enough. I guess we can get a couple more, right?
We can. Look at all of them.
And here was a second Stanlerine. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Oh no, man, that's down bad.
He's not being very nice, is he?
He's never nice. He's such a
Okay,
meanie
let's do a little
face.
quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
Do you remember, Mike?
I do
I
remember.
remember. Well, I remember, Barry. And we did it.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After
I really
all, science
don't
tells
like-
us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
I don't think that's true.
That's not true.
I don't. I'm
Let's
very.
see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figly in this pink room.
No, we didn't.
I can't
That-
actually say I remember being in this room, but
That's
it's here
not
in the
something
memory
we did.
zone, so it must have happened.
That's not something we did. What the hell is this room? Mike, the game's hurting my brain. It's
Yeah.
gaslighting me.
It is.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh my god. Oh, this is 100% like 2008 YouTube.
Yeah. I have videos like this. Are you not a fan of the Windows Movie Maker style of editing?
Oh my god, with the camera moving because they're not holding the mouse still. That's just a photo.
Thanks for watching. Man, this is gonna age like worse and worse as less people understand it, but I
love that.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
It-
I spent
it
a lot of
does.
time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
True.
man, I miss when editing was quick like that. Remember
Yeah.
Mundo Movie Maker? You just throw it in, you throw in some transitions, and you're done.
My computer wasn't able to handle it. I had a $300 laptop.
Then we came to the last
Oh.
collectible, the
Yeah, I was running around with in 2007. I was running around with a GPU, CPU together integrated chip that was actually pretty nice. It was like top of the class for integrated at the time, which isn't great, but something. It ran Minecraft pretty well. And hear me out, dude. 4 gigabytes of RAM. That shit was insane.
Yeah.
It was a moment
Yeah.
any other.
I remember when I had, I think it was like a 32 gigabyte USB drive.
Uh-huh. And
it
that was
just
big.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thumb drive being 32 gigabytes was huge.
I spent like $60 on it.
Yeah. You can, by the way, you can buy like, God, you can buy like a micro SD, like a $120 micro SD for like that price now.
Nothing left to do but move.
Think about how small that is, Mike.
Yeah. I had to buy one recently because I needed to update the software in my car.
Only reason I have one is for my Switch. No, I want to leave. I want to leave.
We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Ooh.
I'm looking for how much a 28 gigabyte micro SD is right now. Oh, no way that's a real price.
Initial tour of the memory zone. This one is the most
They're stupid cheap now.
Let's keep going. I want more.
It's not $20. That does not sound right. But it's like the actual.
I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh, I was thinking. Actually, to be fair, I was thinking like 500 to 1 tera, wasn't I? 500 gigabyte.
Yes, I love that video.
I love that video too.
Yeah, 500 is like $50. Okay. Damn, that's my brain is like so old brain that I thought 100 was the big number and not 500 for a micro. Yeah. To be fair, big number is 1 tera, but
still don't remember the pink room, Stanley.
That's
this one. Good room,
well, grab it again. Solid room.
It's a pretty solid room. It's pink.
I don't like the pink room.
I like the pink room.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them.
True.
I don't know. I'm regretting this now. I'm regretting getting his goddamn figurines for him.
I'm not. I love these figurines.
Why are there so many of them? They keep respawning.
We're going to the boss's office.
Oh? I don't think you can. Man, I wish there was something for doing that. I'm so sad there's nothing for trying that.
Yeah. We go downstairs.
Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Oh no. Yeah, he is he's very mentally ill. He is very much stuck in the past.
17 figurines.
The very first one we found in the exhibit
get us to 18.
Introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Collect them all. Hey, look, we're back. Sort of. Most of the room's gone. Oh, there's the jump circle.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then.
Man, there's no jumping.
Put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun.
Mike, you're not going to be allowed to jump. Stop trying. I can hear you.
I want to jump.
Man, why do they give us a jump button, but remove jump button? Such a shame.
The 2 doors. Who could have forgotten?
Oh no, not the 2 doors.
This one.
Well, he tells you to go left, so I guess we can go left first.
It's
the room.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Yeah. Are we done now?
Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Ah.
I think he died.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I
Oh?
remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions.
Why'd you stop making
I became
decisions,
lazy,
man?
and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me.
Oh,
He
nice.
would make the decisions. He would decide which way to
Oh.
go. I would cheer on
Stanley
him
is
with
just
figurines for no
a
reason.
disassociation bot.
Stanley. Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine
Yes.
I
Oh,
had companionship.
no.
And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion.
I should have had the bucket. Bucket's a better companion.
Suppose it's grown old.
Dude, if you have the bucket, you die. You die for the bucket. Haven't we figured that out?
No.
Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be
I
strong
believe
this
in you.
time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was.
I don't
so
think
much
he's gonna
fun to
make it.
play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go.
I'm
back
up for
just
it.
Once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I
No more
enjoyed
Stanley.
telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Huh? Did we get the real story now? Are we actually finally playing the video game? I have a weird feeling it's the same as always.
It is the same. It's always the
All
same.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Damn.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where? There's the bucket.
Were you scared our bucket was gone? It's obviously not gone.
The bucket is not gone. What did we want to do this time?
I'm sort of feeling the cargo down, death, cargo back, then down. Oh, cargo back, then down.
Wait.
Cold.
What?
I want the cold feet. I want cold feet.
So no bucket?
No, you need.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, I guess collision. I want the bucket one.
The
The cushion bucket.
cushion bucket?
I want cushion bucket.
Cushion bucket.
Cushion. Yeah, the cushion bucket.
Tightly to his chest.
All right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley
Yeah, it's
had
the only
thought
way we gotta go.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Maybe we
Yes,
can live in
he
here with
thought
the
to
bucket.
himself. Yes,
True.
perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Okay.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket
Stanley
was
took the
wrong.
door on his left to go
We gotta
back
get a
to the
cargo.
meeting room.
You have to go on the lift, I think, right?
Cargo.
Yeah. You have to go on the lift. I think you have to actually take it.
No, we have to.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Cargo
The cargo
back,
lift,
then
yes.
down.
Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Yeah, I think you go on it and then you go back. You take it once and you come back.
Good.
Said the bucket. Oh well, look,
Oh,
it's got
where's
12
that?
feet. Well, from here,
Oh.
it looks like the only way forward is down, since
Oh.
the lift won't be coming back. But that's okay. You've got a bucket. Did you know that buckets
Oh,
are
no.
routinely used as
I don't-
cushioning devices? It's
I
true.
don't think that's
You
true.
can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive.
Dude, this isn't Assassin's Creed. Alright, well,
I'm
Mike, you gotta
serious,
find
Stanley.
out.
Jump with the bucket. I promise you'll live. I extra
know.
double promise that you can land on the bucket and not die. Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
You know. Sometimes you
happens.
die. Sometimes you die.
That's a nice quick one.
Yeah, we gotta get a quick one in, Mike.
Yeah.
After the long one, the long first one, we gotta get a quick one in. Now we can get a third one.
Oh, you know what? I know exactly where we need to go.
Oh, yeah, take me there. Are we taking the bucket or not? Are we bucket friends? Mike's unsure about his
I
bucket.
know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
He's not telling me a damn thing.
I'm not telling you a damn thing.
Why are you being a Jim, Mike? Stop being a Jim.
I'm being a Jim.
With the bucket in his arms again.
Jim doesn't tell things to people. Why would he do that?
Jim holds it all inside until he explodes.
Yeah,
He explodes on the Jim button.
he does.
Very much a Jim thing to do.
No one was here.
Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. True.
Talk less?
His boss's office.
I don't know. Normally when I talk more, I get fired less. I'm gonna be real.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I guess I'm just good at talking.
Oh, it's not back.
Damn, you thought it was... Man, it would have been really funny if they did come back. You could collect more and it just built up, and there was like one for getting like 99 or something.
During work hours, he might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
I can tell that the FPS is as bad for you as it is for me because how you stop and just like have to
Yeah.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Man, the bucket. Why is the bucket talking to us like we're crazy?
I don't know.
Or are we talking to the bucket like we're crazy and the bucket's not crazy?
I don't know. Are we the bucket?
I think we're the bucket and Stanley is Stanley.
My bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
No.
Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
No.
Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the room...
No, I have a weird feeling our mental's about to collapse. What have you done, Mike?
Now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Oh,
He rushed forward from room to room, passing
hey
by
yo,
one
the
bucket
bucket's gonna be in there, Mike.
None
Keep
of them were
moving.
his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
You gotta look around, Mike.
The bucket.
I'm looking
To
around.
his old friend.
Wait, you are? It's just pure black. I can tell. Oh. Well, you know,
Oh.
fair enough. What did the quiz show?
All of his co-workers.
Let's do the quiz show.
What did it mean?
Hey yo,
Stanley
quizzes.
decided to go
I'm
to the
bad at
meeting room.
quizzes.
Perhaps he had sent
Grab
Stanley
me
to
that
the
bucket.
and smiled. He'd never be alone again. Not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
We got the bucket. It's time for bucket quiz show.
Stanley clutched the
Bucket
bucket
quiz
tightly.
show.
This was not the correct
Love the
way to
bucket
meeting
quiz
room.
show.
But Stanley
I hope
had
the
faith
bucket quiz
that
show is
the
actually a quiz show and we fail.
The employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the
There's not an
bucket turned
ending
out
in
to be
the
correct,
lounge,
was
is
it
there?
not? Never mind.
There is not an ending in the lounge.
Stanley took the door on his left
Fine.
to go back to the meeting room.
Fine. I'm so disappointed by
I
that.
know.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
You want to
Stanley
listen
did
to the
not
bucket
question
instead?
why or how
No.
This bucket was speaking to him. It should
I think you
not,
have
of
to,
course,
don't
because
you?
buckets
Nope.
can't talk. But Stanley
Uh.
chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him.
Nah,
And
the
he
bucket
felt
has,
that
but
he
we're not
would get
listening to
whatever
him.
The bucket asked.
Never listen to the bucket.
The bucket's a liar at this point. I think it's been proven.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says no.
The
bucket
anti-bucket
past
sign.
this. How could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose
making a
that
good
would explain
point.
a lot of
I
what
don't
you've been
know.
up to this point, which, if that's true,
It's a
Mike.
like there's no water in this bucket,
have to do something about
and that's
Yeah.
iconically like what buckets are known for. So
entire rest
how would we know for sure
and properly.
that this is a bucket
So
without
much
the
of
water?
impact of the story is
Mike, I have a
dependent
question.
on your
What?
You know those like thermoses with the little danglers on them you can hold?
Yeah.
Are those buckets?
Maybe.
Are they buckets, Mike? This is the classic. Is a hot dog a sandwich conversation?
A hot dog
Mike.
is a sandwich.
Oh no! Is a burrito a sandwich?
Is this a bucket?
Oh no! I think we're gonna fail this one, Mike. I think we're done for.
Oh no.
You've already failed it once. When I asked you the little water holder buckets.
They are. Is this
Oh, that's a bucket.
a bucket?
That one's a bucket, 100%. Mike, no. That one's a bucket. Come on, you know you can do it. It's a bucket. Come on, Mike, it's a bucket. That was obvious.
You know, when you put
It's a
this pressure on me,
hologram?
when you put this pressure on me,
Uh,
it's difficult for me to make these decisions.
Is this
I saw that one wickle. It's a bucket.
incorrect?
What?
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
But that's still a bucket. That's a bucket. That's like what a bucket is.
What about
Oh,
this
no.
one?
Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Damn.
Man, we're doing terribly. Can I call a friend?
Oh, that one is for sure a bucket.
Is this a bucket?
100%. Final answer.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick.
You could fill that with
You managed to
water.
screw it up.
Look at the little
Absolutely
opening in the top.
Yeah.
incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Love that. Love that bucket. Big red shiny bucket. Love that bucket.
Is this a bucket?
Don't let him
Yes,
fool
it's
you
a
a
big
second
red
time.
shiny bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
See? Got it.
Item 6.
N-
Is this a bucket?
No.
yes. Oh no, Mike.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Both? Both? Wouldn't that be the 3D printed one?
Item. Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
No, 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 no. Don't take my bucket. Don't take my bucket. Don't take my bucket. It's my bucket.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore,
Well, nothing is a
could
bucket when you
possibly
can't
be
tell me a
something.
hologram bucket
Unless
isn't
in
a
your
bucket.
twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
Yes.
Answer me straight,
Yes.
Stanley. Do you believe that
Yes.
nothing is a
Press
bucket?
the yes button. Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Potentially.
Yes,
Stanley,
yes,
I
yes,
can't
yes, yes.
keep doing this.
Yes.
I'm losing myself, and
Mike,
myself
yes.
was all I ever had to begin with.
Oh, no.
I'm afraid
He
the
is a bucket.
threatening to tear our relationship apart.
Nope.
I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No.
What?
Okay, here we go.
No, 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 no.
I want the bucket.
The bucket.
Is everything gone?
Everything was a bucket.
Everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Yeah.
God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Poggers.
Wonderful news. We're not buckets.
We're not buckets.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know
Nice.
that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
True.
All right, here we go.
True.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Anything that can hold a water is a bucket, and like most things can hold water if you try hard enough.
But I could hold water. And he said I'm not a bucket.
Yeah, but you also have a pee hole.
That's fair. I'm a holy bucket.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Are we done?
No.
We got no.
We got another one. We got another one.
You gotta pick one. You gotta schmoove.
I got a schmoove.
Hey, you gotta be the schmooviest Mike I've ever seen.
Perhaps he had simply
You gotta have gym energy, Mike.
You know what?
Bucket energy. No bucket. Where are we going?
I'm gonna try this one.
A bucket one?
A bucket one.
I mean, does it really matter if we bring the bucket or not if everything's a bucket?
Everything is a bucket.
Yeah, so why do we
Right.
need to bring the bucket?
I don't know.
Fair enough. Because there's not really an answer for that. Not everybody and everything knows it's all a bucket, even though he should know it's a bucket because we all figured that out.
We did.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd coming to a
Man,
staircase.
I have to question what the hell was going through their mind when they decided a bucket. Like they had to pick like an object, right? They had a moment where they had to pick the object.
Yep.
What happened when it was the bucket? How did you come up with a bucket?
You know what? They were probably literally just looking through simple, or potentially cheap assets that they could add to the game and came up with the bucket.
You know what? You're probably right. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta go.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah, that was luck.
Yep.
Was the bucket
How do you remember things like that code but not other things?
I've read it off the thing.
Oh. You know what? That makes a lot more sense.
I do this weird thing where I look at notes.
Oh, you have notes. Yeah, I don't do those.
Are
I just memorize it all. Meaning numbers are sort of a little bit harder.
you ready?
No.
Stanley and the
Are you
bucket
ready?
walked straight ahead through the
No.
large door that read,
You know the answer's no. What are we doing with the bucket?
Facility.
No, don't. You're gonna get the bucket fired. Oh.
But just
Shit.
as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket. which safely cushioned his fall.
God damn it.
What to do next?
Well, at least we know the bucket keeps us alive.
Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well.
Man, how'd they
And
get
sort
the
of
TV and the shelves and stuff?
for when the bucket
Nice.
was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came that it really started
Oh,
to feel
nice. Oh, look at that.
This is-
All
After
the
some
plates,
time,
some books.
Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to
Even though,
fully
but we're
explore
still
what was
in
out there,
it.
Never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility.
Yep.
Probably for the
This
best.
lack of
Yeah.
closure began to eat at
Because
him.
it's all just buckets
Soon
anyway.
He was dwelling
True.
on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley
Oh, no.
became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
Oh no.
Man, it's just like my real life.
The bucket deep. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail.
And he truly is snapping.
All he could talk about was going back, doing
Is that like a
it over
pie?
again, staying
No, it's
Yeah.
a plate.
It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need
No,
to
no,
see
no, no,
the
no.
true ending.
No.
This made
No, no,
no
no, no.
sense at
No,
all
no,
to
no.
the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, If we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually.
Maybe.
It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
True. Apparently not that long.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. We died pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That
But
mental breakdown was the crushing of our soul.
we had a nice home for once. And that's a good place to end it. A little crushed soul. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.